Stoic philosophy, the importance of gratitude. Stoicism. Stoic philosophy is renowned for its practical and profound wisdom, offering teachings that help us live with resilience, purpose, and clarity. Among the fundamental concepts of Stoicism is gratitude, a practice essential for achieving a state of inner peace and strength in the face of adversity. Today, let's explore how gratitude, from a Stoic perspective, can be a powerful tool for facing difficulties and cultivating a fulfilling life. In a world that often values achievements and material success, we sometimes forget the importance of genuine gratitude. So, what does gratitude mean in Stoicism? And why is it considered so essential for a good life? The Stoics, such as Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, saw gratitude as a transformative force, a key that opens the path to a peaceful life where our happiness doesn't depend on external circumstances. The idea isn't to feel grateful only for the good things, but also to recognize value and learning in difficulties. This kind of gratitude strengthens us and allows us to see every experience, good or bad, as an opportunity for growth. For the Stoics, gratitude is a form of mental training. It's not just a pleasant feeling, but a practical skill that must be constantly cultivated to help us approach life with balance and greater serenity. The modern world is full of distractions, challenges, and uncertainties that can pull us away from our essence and make us focus on problems. Gratitude, then, becomes a practice to reorient our mind and rediscover what truly matters. Imagine for a moment, you're facing a difficulty, maybe something that left you frustrated, anxious, or worried. For the Stoics, these moments are opportunities to practice gratitude. But how does this work? The practice of gratitude in Stoicism is not about denying the existence of problems or ignoring negative emotions, but rather about adopting an attitude of acceptance and learning in the face of adversity. Epictetus, for example, said that we should wish for things to happen as they do, instead of wishing them to happen as we would like. By adopting this view, we're able to cultivate gratitude for what we have and accept what we cannot control. This attitude is challenging, especially during the most difficult times. After all, how can we feel grateful for something that bothers us or causes us pain? For the Stoics, this is possible because gratitude isn't just for external things, but for everything that contributes to our personal growth. When we can see difficulties as lessons and training for our mind and soul, we're taking a step toward true inner freedom. The practice of gratitude helps us develop a mental strength that allows us to face any situation with serenity. The Stoics believed that our view of the world directly influences our well-being. When we are grateful, we're affirming that we have everything we need to live well, regardless of the circumstances. For Marcus Aurelius, gratitude is tied to the idea that life is what you make of it. He emphasizes that our attitude toward life is more important than what happens to us. By seeing the world through this lens, we can find gratitude in small things and in difficult situations, knowing that everything is part of our development. One of the practical exercises most recommended by the Stoics is to reflect, at the end of the day, on experiences for which we can be grateful. This includes everything from small gestures to challenging moments that brought some learning. The idea is to train the mind to seek the positive rather than focusing on frustrations. This simple exercise can transform our perspective on life over time, making gratitude a natural response to daily events. However, Stoic gratitude is not blind. It involves discernment. Seneca, for example, spoke of the need to appreciate and be grateful for what truly contributes to our peace and growth, not for anything superficial or fleeting. This distinction is essential because true gratitude is a feeling of deep and lasting contentment, which doesn't depend on possessing things or achieving external goals but on finding value in what is already within our reach. Being grateful for what we have and for who we are is an act of freedom. By practicing gratitude, we are choosing to focus on the present, on the lessons, and on the opportunities we have now. This is one of the greatest teachings of Stoicism, to live the present with intensity and attention, without getting attached to what is past or what is yet to come. When we are grateful, we are, in fact, living more fully, in harmony with reality and with a tranquil mind. Now, imagine how this practice of gratitude can transform our daily lives. Instead of being affected by circumstances, we choose an attitude of acceptance and appreciation for what we have. And this transformation doesn't need to happen instantly. It is a daily construction that occurs through small practices. Think about how you can apply this in your own life. In what moments of your day could you be more grateful? What experiences, even challenging ones, have brought something positive? As we adopt gratitude in our lives, we realize that it also impacts our relationships with others. A person who is grateful tends to be more understanding, more compassionate, and more generous. These qualities are fundamental for a life in community, something the Stoics deeply valued. Being grateful is not only beneficial to ourselves, it is also a way of living in harmony with the world and those around us. Thus, Stoic gratitude teaches us to look within and to reevaluate what truly matters. It gives us a new perspective to face difficulties calmly and brings us closer to a state of peace that doesn't depend on external circumstances. When we choose gratitude, we are taking control over our mind and our happiness. And if you've made it this far, it's a sign that this topic has sparked something in you. So, I want to invite you to join this journey of learning and growth. Subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share your thoughts. How does gratitude play a role in your daily life? Do you believe it can transform your way of seeing the world? Write in the comments. Let's exchange ideas and inspire each other. After all, Stoic philosophy reminds us that we are all learners in the pursuit of a better life. And sharing our learnings is a powerful way to multiply the effects of gratitude. In Stoicism, gratitude is not just a pleasant feeling we occasionally experience, but a continuous and deliberate practice that plays a key role in building a balanced and resilient life. In a world full of challenges and distractions, maintaining an attitude of gratitude might seem difficult, but for the Stoics, it is a crucial skill that strengthens the mind and spirit. This practice not only helps us face adversity with serenity, but also makes us more conscious and content with what we already have, freeing us from the constant pursuit of more. Let's delve deeper in this second part about how gratitude can be incorporated into our daily lives, following the teachings of Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Throughout this text, we will explore specific practices and examples to apply gratitude in a practical and transformative way, gradually discovering the power it holds to bring us more peace and contentment. Amor fati, gratitude for fate. One of the central ideas in Stoicism is the concept of amor fati, which means love of fate. This principle encourages us to accept and love every event that happens in our lives, whether good or bad. In Stoicism, the idea of gratitude is deeply connected to this unconditional acceptance of fate. Instead of resisting what happens, the Stoics invite us to embrace each circumstance as an opportunity to learn and grow. When something unexpected occurs, we have the choice to resist and become upset or to accept and find value in the experience. Marcus Aurelius, in his writings, frequently mentions that we should rejoice in what life offers us and find peace in what we cannot change. To practice amor fati, we can begin to see each challenge as an opportunity to practice virtue and strengthen our resilience. For example, when facing a difficult situation, such as a conflict at work or a personal loss, we can remember the concept of amor fati and try to embrace the event with gratitude. This exercise doesn't mean that we need to enjoy the pain or discomfort, but that we can find a deeper meaning by recognizing that every difficulty contributes to our growth and inner strength. Nightly reflection, a Stoic gratitude exercise. Another powerful exercise from Stoic philosophy is the practice of nightly reflection. Seneca recommended that at the end of each day, we take time to reflect on the experiences we've lived and give thanks for each one, even those that brought us difficulties. The practice of nightly reflection helps us develop a more balanced view of life, where we are not dominated by fleeting emotions and can recognize the value in each moment. To put this into practice, we can set aside 5 to 10 minutes every night to reflect on 3 specific things we are grateful for. We can include challenging moments that brought us some learning, interactions that enriched our day, or simply the fact that we have health and the capacity to move forward. This regular exercise helps us develop a habit of gratitude and trains our mind to focus on the positive, rather than just the difficulties. The practice of nightly reflection can also include the exercise of thinking about how we could have dealt better with difficult situations and how we might respond more virtuously in the future. By doing this, we are constantly striving to become better and to see each day as a new opportunity for growth and learning. Gratitude as a tool for dealing with uncertainty. Uncertainty is an inevitable part of life. We can plan, prepare, and strive, but we can never fully control what will happen tomorrow. However, Stoicism teaches us that gratitude can be a powerful tool for dealing with this uncertainty, as it helps us focus on what is within our reach and appreciate what we already have in the present. When we face uncertain situations, it's common to feel anxiety and worry about the future. The practice of gratitude allows us to shift the focus from fear and uncertainty to what is right and real in our lives today. For example, instead of worrying about something that may or may not happen, We can concentrate our attention on what we can do now and be grateful for this ability to act and adapt to circumstances. The practice of gratitude makes us more resilient and adaptable because we are constantly reminding ourselves that we already possess many of the internal tools needed to face difficulties. When we feel grateful for our abilities, relationships, and our capacity for learning, we are building an emotional foundation that helps us face the unknown with more confidence. The power of gratitude in strengthening relationships. Gratitude is not just an internal practice. It also has a significant impact on our interpersonal relationships. When we are grateful for the people around us, our attitude changes, and our interactions become more harmonious and constructive. For the Stoics, community and relationships are essential aspects of the virtuous life, and gratitude is a way to nurture and strengthen these bonds. When we express gratitude to someone, whether through words, actions, or simple gestures, we are recognizing the value that person brings to our life. This practice not only increases our own sense of well-being, but also creates an atmosphere of respect and mutual support. Epictetus taught that we should appreciate those around us and acknowledge the contribution they make to our lives, whether in family, social, or professional settings. A practical way to cultivate gratitude in relationships is to regularly dedicate time to express our appreciation for others. This can be done through a sincere message, a verbal thank you, or even small gestures that show our consideration. The simple act of thanking a colleague for their support or a friend for being present during important moments can strengthen bonds and create an environment of greater harmony. Stoic negative visualization exercise to increase gratitude. A Stoic technique known as negative visualization can help us intensify our gratitude. This exercise involves imagining, for a moment, what our life would be like without the things and people we value. By visualizing the absence of these elements, we are able to realize how much they truly mean to us and feel more grateful for having them. For example, think about what your day would be like without the support of a close friend or without the health you enjoy. By imagining these hypothetical situations, the goal is not to make us sad, but to awaken a genuine appreciation for what we have. This exercise helps us avoid complacency and value what we often take for granted. If this reflection on gratitude in Stoicism is inspiring you, I ask you to subscribe to the channel, leave your like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us, how does gratitude play a role in your life? Have you practiced any of these Stoic exercises? And if you have any experiences to share, we would love to hear.